5,500 sales store is now dead. Hello everyone, I have a 3-year-old store selling laser cut files that I design. My store was very successful, 5,500 sales, 600 5-star reviews, bringing me 1,500 to 2,000 USD per month. So I had a baby and couldn't keep up with it. I decided to close it last year for a few months until I am able to work again. I opened it again 3 months ago and it is dead. I maybe get 2 to 5 sales per week, at least it's still alive, while I used to have more than 3 sales per day. Views and visits have now plummeted, even though I make at least 1 new listing every day since I reopened it. The good thing is that my conversion rate is 5.7. That is really good, but Etsy doesn't show my listings. These 3 months had worse revenue than when I first opened the store, which is crazy to me. So I am wondering if anyone else has had this similar experience, closing a successful store and opening it again after a while. Does the algorithm treat it as a new store even though it has a great track record? Would it be wise to just open a new store at this point and transfer my listings there? Thank you for your blah, blah, blah. So this is a really common situation. There's a few things at play, and a few Redditors have some good comments to say. And also congratulations to this person for having a baby. The first thing is that 5.7% conversion rate is really good. And that means that Etsy does like you still. You are still getting sales from people who do come. The next thing I want to mention is that the algorithm does not treat it as a new store. You have a bunch of history and a bunch of proven track record. So it's not being treated as a new store. And no, they definitely should not open a new store and transfer their listings there. What we can't see is their Etsy ads settings. If they closed it for a few months last year and then they came back on, they may not have changed anything when it comes to their Etsy ad settings. And since last year, there are a lot of changes. So it could be Etsy ads causing the whole thing to just crumble and not do well and not do what it deserves to do, because Etsy ads, like I've said before on this channel, it's such a massive impact on the entire store that when that clicks in, the whole store clicks in. I wish it wasn't like that, but your organic listings and your Etsy ads, they work hand in hand. And if you can get Etsy ads working really well, your whole store will just be up and up and up from there. So let's talk about why this actually happened and what I see from the clear case. First and most obvious reason, the vacation mode. When you turn on vacation mode, you remove all your listings, and when you come back, things have changed since you were on vacation. Okay, don't go on vacation mode. This seller also had a digital store. They did have a baby. Okay, I'll give them that. Congratulations. A family member or a cheap VA, though, could have kept it going, honestly. If you had a corner store, a brick and mortar, you wouldn't shut it down for months if it was a source of income. Increase your processing time to a month if you need to go on vacation or deal with something in life. Otherwise, hire a VA. Even a baby, I'm gonna be mean for a second. Even a baby isn't a reason to shut down a digital store. For a handmade store, okay, I get it. Maybe you're the only one that can make that product. Obviously, you have to turn it off. But it's a digital store, so it changes things a little bit. The second thing is this happens to every single Etsy store at some point. And I've made a lot of videos about this topic. Etsy stores are not cemented in time in some indexed system of Etsy. It's like a social media feed. You will get buried no matter how successful you are. I've worked with 7-figure stores that have died overnight. I've worked with multi-6-figure stores that have died overnight. And the same thing happens every single time. I have a lot of videos on it, but time passes, listings get old, and competitors come in. That's what some of the comments were saying even as well. Competitors came in while you were gone. It's a digital download store. There is no moat. There is no barrier to entry, especially nowadays with AI. So there's no barrier to entry. Anybody can pop your store into Claude or ChatGPT and say, hey, let's make a store like this. And they do. And that happens every single day. So that's what caused your store to die out. Time, listings getting old, and competitors coming in. And I've talked about that many, many times before. If you want to jump on a 10-minute call, if that's happened to your store, by all means, let's do it. I've helped lots of stores out of that situation, and I'll teach you how to prevent it as well. The third thing I want to talk about is if you don't cultivate your store through weeding out bad listings and always planting new seeds, you'll eventually succumb to algorithm changes and competitors. If time gets passed, listings get old, and competitors come in, guess what? The straw that breaks the camel's back are all these algorithm changes and Etsy ad setting changes, etc. The deck of cards get shuffled every single time that happens, and you're left holding the bag. You're left dumped. You are left with a dead store. So you want to create new duplicates, new designs, and you want to do it quickly. So in my opinion, that's why I developed Add to Cart SEO. So for example, let's say you do have a laser cut file. Here's a listing that I found. Let's say this is your listing. You can either grab this title completely or the URL and then pop it into Add to Cart here. Hit generate, and you get 3 title and tag sets that each reach into different specific buyer search intents. So Powerhouse Fit is the closest match to what you put in. Safe Reach and Expansion is a degree or two outwards of that, reaching into potentially new buyer searches, saving you a ton of time if you don't want to do that. Experimental Reach is exactly that. It's reaching into even more buyer searches. And then you can get a non-AI slop description by hitting Get Description. You can regenerate it if you want, and you just hit Copy Title Tags and Description if you want to create new duplicates, new listings, etc. So the biggest thing that I see killing stores after a long time is those things that I mentioned, as well as not creating new listings and actually keeping up with your store. So I hope this was insightful for you. Check out the links in the description if you want to try anything I talked about, and I hope you have a beautiful day.